Good morning, guys. It is a great day to be in room 625. It is. For today, we are going to be multiplying and dividing integers. To start off, I am just going to give some examples and see if you guys can't figure it out by yourself. First one is -5 times 3. That would be -15. -7 times -4 is a positive 28. 10 times -1 is a -10. -24 divided by 6 is a -4. -49 divided by -7 is a positive 7. And 80 divided by -8 is -10. So as you look at that and think, the good thing about multiplying and dividing integers is they have the exact same rule. So there's only one rule you have to figure out here. As you look at this, the rules are not very similar to adding and subtracting. It does not matter which number is bigger. It does not matter which number comes first. There's nothing to change. So hopefully you figured it out by now. Maybe you've seen the pattern here. But when we multiply two integers, multiply or divide two integers, the only thing we have to worry about is if their signs are the same or different. Different signs, negative. Same signs, positive. Different signs, negative. Different signs, negative. Same signs, positive. Different signs, negative. So when multiplying or dividing two integers, that key word there is two. When multiplying or dividing two integers, same signs are positive. Different signs are negative. That's really all it is to it. You divide and multiply like normal, and then you look at the signs. We're going to skip the magic triangle for now since we're not in class. I want us just to focus on here. So when multiplying, and so say when multiplying or dividing two integers, same signs positive, different signs negative. So let's look at some more examples. -4 times -4, same signs, positive 16. Different signs negative. -9 times 3 is 27. Different signs positive. 5 times 10 is 50. -88 divided by 8 would be -11 because the signs are different. 40 divided by -5 would be a -8 because the signs are different. -66 divided by -22 would be a positive 3 because the signs are the same. So normal multiplication or normal division, same signs positive, different signs negative. That's all there is to that. So here is where some kids, to be honest, this is where I try to trick some kids for a second when we first start doing the notes. And then after they look at it, they get it. And I usually start off by saying, what is -1 times -2 times -3? And most kids would guess that the answer is positive 6, but that's wrong. I know the signs are the same, but if you go back to our first slide or one of our first slides, it says when multiplying two integers. So if we're using that rule to help us out, let's multiply two integers. -1 times -2 is a positive 2, but times a -3 would be a -6. So that rule of same signs positive, different signs negative is only true when we multiply two integers together. So -1 times -1 is 1. -1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Over here, -1 times -3 is a positive 3. Bring down my 2. A positive times a positive is a positive, which is 6. Bring down my -5. 6 times 5 is 30, so it would be -30. And bring down my -1. -3 times -1 is a positive 30. So same signs, positive, different signs, negative, only works with two integers. The rule that works for all of the integers, though, or all of these problems are if you have an even number of negatives, your answer would be positive. And if you have an odd number of negatives, your answer will be negative. So let's look here. I have 1, 2, 3 negatives. That's an odd number. My answer is negative. Should be negative. I have 4 negatives here. That's an even number. So my answer is positive. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives there as well. So my answer is positive. If you think back, if the signs are the same, that means there's 2 negative signs. That means that's an even number. Positive. If they're different, it means you have 1 negative sign. So that'd be odd, so it would be negative. And we can kind of think of if we have 2, for every 2 negative signs that we have, they can come together to form a plus sign. So these two can form together to form a plus sign, but it leaves that odd man out because one negative guy makes everyone negative, and that makes our answer negative. So when we do these, we can kind of forget about the signs and then just follow these rules. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, because 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27. Then I have one negative sign, that's odd, negative 27. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. I have two negative signs, so that's an even number, so that's a positive 27. You can kind of envision those two negative signs come together to form a positive sign. Here I have 1, 2, 3 signs, negative signs, so that's an odd number, so that's me negative 27. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 times 9 is 81. So all of these bottom answers would be 81. 1 negative sign, so negative. 2 negative signs, so that's even, so positive. 3 negative signs, that's odd, so negative. So an odd number of negative signs equals a negative answer, and an odd number of negative signs, or an even number of negative signs equals a positive answer. And we're going to jump ahead a little bit here. Actually, you know what? Let's skip that slide. We're not ready for that yet. Let's actually just call it right there. I think we're good. We'll stick with the basics for now, and when we get back in person, we'll step a little bit further. And anyway, as you guys know, this is 7th grade level stuff. We don't really talk about integer operations until at the end of the 6th grade. So hopefully this made some sense. Please watch the other videos I've attached to this assignment. Besides that, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, contact me, and have a great day. And hopefully I get to see and talk to you guys soon.